I'm Mark Hamilton, Head of Business Development for Bdo Ireland. I've been talking to some of our trainees and management about their Bdo story. Why did you choose Bdo initially?
Bdo seemed to be the only one that wasn't going to pigeonhole me. They were saying that they'd provide me, and they have provided me with the most exposure to different elements of tax and also the work-life balance. And they've lived up to what they said. So,
when I first heard of Bdo through my college, I actually had the opportunity to meet a few people that worked there at the time. But just even talking to them gave me a real idea of what the culture in Bdo was, and just really felt like the right fit for me. It was just the right size of the firm. It wasn't too big. You know, you got your exam supports, and I actually really like the idea of the progression. So look at me now, I've 11 years here, I've gone through that progression.
I had worked in a lab for maybe just under 4 years, and I was looking to get into a more business environment. And I did my research on who were the leaders out in the marketplace, and BDO popped up, you know. So I investigated what kind of services they offered, and if there was opportunities for me to grow within that company. And based on the literature I had found, and also talking to people who actually worked in there, I found that to be the case.
Initially for me, actually, it was the NUI Galway grad fair. With lots of companies there, BDO was the one that stood out the most for me. I mean, very warm reception, people answered my questions, no problem. And then after a bit of research online, the location of the company and everything, it was definitely my priority to try and get into BDO from there.
So I started from API, so straight from Leaving Cert into API. And when I applied to BDO, I knew it was in the city centre, very easy for me to get to. They would support all my studies and all my further studies.
I first thought about applying for a role in BDO after a talk with Diarmuid Hendrick, who's the audit partner here in BDO Limerick. Diarmuid gave a talk to myself and my peers in UL about the opportunities that are available in BDO with the audit department, the tax department, and corporate finance department. So that kind of really opened my eyes to applying for a role in there.
In the application process, obviously you've been through it. Would you have any advice for any of the applicants that are currently going through the process?
Don't be afraid to highlight your strengths. Don't be afraid to push yourself out there and to show what you have done, not necessarily in your professional lives, maybe you've had summer jobs, but also in your personal jobs, if it's volunteering or local social clubs, you know, they're important.
Even though it probably sounds cliche, just be yourself. Don't be afraid to sell yourself, and don't be afraid to talk about your achievements. But at the end of the day, I think just be yourself.
Make sure you decide what you want from a firm. So if it's like an emphasis that you have on work-life balance, definitely BDO will be kind of the firm for you. Or if just make sure that your values align with the values of the firm that you're applying to really.
I would say be yourself, show BDO that it's you who would be applying for the job, and be enthusiastic.
I just wanted to talk to you briefly about the exam support that BDO do give you and how that's worked out for you.
Before we were working from home, we were having a lot of in-house sessions, so study sessions. And then since we've moved to working from home, and obviously with COVID-19 and everything, the exams got changed. So they were very good at making sure that all the trainees felt like they were in the right position to sit their exams, that they were all getting the correct attention that they needed, any support they needed. And we've had, I think it's been like every week, we've been having some sort of training session.
This could be a tough one, but what would be 3 of your favourite things about working in BDO?
I'm probably going to go cliche with my first one, but I mean, it's definitely got to be the team that I'm in.
The people that work here at BDO is what makes it a great place to work.
Just the people, the team environment in general.
The people, like I've made some like really, really good friends from BDO. Like
just the people and the friends that I've made from working in here.
I would say there's a vast array of personalities and nationalities, you know, so you get the opportunity to work with people with a vast array of backgrounds. So
just the different mixture of people, different work, different clients. Like it's a very wide variety of clients, so you get to meet loads of people, see loads of different techniques.
One of the great things in BDO Limerick is definitely all the social gatherings. So there's different like table quizzes and all that kind of stuff.
The open door policy we have here, as we're probably a smaller firm, it's ideal for trainees to get the opportunity to work with directors and partners really closely. I think that's really good for our training and development.
And obviously the location is second to none in the city centre.
Even at lunchtime or to go for drinks after work, it's a great place. You know, you have so many potential locations to go to.
Final question. might be the tougher one.
Yeah.
3 words to describe BDO.
I would say the first thing is challenging. Secondly, it is inclusive. And thirdly, it is fun.
That's great. That's great to hear an accountancy firm is considered.
Yes, it is.